Yes, it's Comrade Gerald Talks, and I decided to make this post as a result of the grading and continued situation we find ourselves today with regards to elected leaders that are leading Nigeria today that appears to lack focus, lack direction, appears to be wrong tools in a wrong holes. You see, just last year, August, you saw Nigerian youths went on the streets expressing their disappointment with regards to bad governance, which they tagged bad governance. And before last year, we had a similar thing when Nigerians entered the streets, expressing their dissatisfaction with regards to brutality and extrajudicial killings and even the bad governance that was in 2020, and so on and so forth. But then I have taken time to look at it. Why do we struggle for good governance in Nigeria in particular? Why? Of course, if you look at the Nigerian history, yes, Nigeria have been led by military leaders in the past, which has affected the democratic system of government that we have embarked upon since 1999. But some of the things I'm going to, inform you today will, educate you and possibly inform you on why we are still struggling for good governance and we find ourselves where we are today. Today we are battling with issue of corruption, lack of accountability, battling with weak institutions, electoral fraud and poor leadership recruitment, youth marginalization and employment, poor public services, security challenges, lack of civic education or civic or political education, ethno-religious divisions that we are seeing today is the bedrock of bad governance we are facing in Nigeria today. I will give you one of the things that he has produced. He has produced incompetent leaders. That's there scientists, teaches that even you go to classrooms, even in the colleges in higher education, they will tell you that there are different kinds of people. There are people that are mainly that will function well if you put them in Togre, in Agboro, the one we call Agboro, that is area boys. There are people that will function when you put them into administrative work. There are people that will function when you put them into activism or entertainment, the of sports. But it appears like today what we have is that you have one Agboro, that is somebody that's supposed to lead injunction, loading motor passengers in a vehicle, we end up becoming a leader in a subnational or a state. And you see the tendencies will begin to play out, the characteristics of Togri will begin to play out. You see the vision just for them to have control, just for them to sit tight. And you begin to see, say, illiterate, incompetent people that ordinarily no serious company that wants to progress will employ will be the one taking charge. Take for example, part of the things that I have made us to not have to square peg in square holes is all of these things I have listed. That is, today you will see a governor who do not understand the constitution upon which is working with. A governor will just wake up and announce to the state or even to the public that if you are having dreadlock, you should not enter his state. And maybe when he's corrected, he'll begin to tell that there are cultists, and begin to learned people around them will begin to make frivolous excuses just to justify that kind of how do I put it safe? That kind of mismen. I don't know how to put it. I don't even know. I'm struggling to get the right language to use. You will see similar God, the same governor, wake up sealing a private own radio station when he doesn't have such powers. That is why you say a governor will not declare that a citizen of Nigeria will not enter his state. The governor, like Edo State governor, The governor like Niger State governor of Governor Babio, Bago, not Babio, pardon me, Governor Bago. You ask yourself, how did we get to this point? That is why you see governor, even when I claim to be professor in Anambra State, Bosuludo, will be talking with two sides of his mouth. He will tell that why he's not performing is because his people are illiterate. The other day, say his people are criminals. Just like how we had a former president who died claimants that Nigerian women belong to rooms, other rooms and the kitchen. And even attack the Nigerian youth that they are very lazy. This is what you get when you sacrifice competence and merit on the altar of ethnicity, tribalism, and religion. Just yesterday, I heard the governor of Edo State promising that he will deliver 2.5 million to his party come 2020. You ask himself, where did he get the statistics? How did he arrive at that? It's an early warning signal that he's preparing to rig. With due respect to him. 2023 general election, the entire people that came out to vote in Edo is about 603,000 votes or thereabout. And the Labour Party win for that presidential election in that state with over 330-something thousand votes. The entire vote they casted in that state is about 603,000 votes, including invalid votes and votes of all other parties put together. And the governor is just waking up and telling that he will deliver 2.5 million. Where will he manufacture such a thing? It shows crass incompetence. It shows that he's lacking in the in-depth analysis of what to be. It shows that you will force people even when they don't want to do whatever he will so wish. I don't know how we get to this point. If you ask him what is the number of the registered voters in Edo State, he will not be able to tell you. Yes, INEC says about 2.5, maybe 2.6. But what is the percentage of people that have been coming out from 1999 to date? For somebody to wake up and tell you we deliver 2.5 million. It shows that they are going to manufacture elections, and that will put in danger for this nation. Because it will be heavily resisted. Go and mark it. Forget those suppression, intimidation, harassment. Thank God today, the reality is dawning on them. Now that the government of the day is dashing dollars. And you see retirees coming to cry, both the military and police, from even protesting. Meaning that a dead leaf on the ground is a warning to the fresh one on the tree. That no matter how you protect the ruling class, one day you'll be like that falling leaf. A country that you see somebody that have retired meet his constitutional mandate of 35 years or so, as the case may be, or retirement age, they will keep him in office. They will retain him in office, stunting growth of others. Honestly, some of the things we do in this country makes people outside the world begin to look us as if we, because it's only a monkey that will, you give show road or give something to eat, he will scatter it. You give him something, if he takes one in the mouth, the one is very sweet. You give me another one, he has not finished that one, he's eating. He's grabbing another one, you give me another one, he has not finished, you grabbing another one. Come on. Whoever that is, telling these governors that you are just manufacture things as they have used to manufacture in their local government elections come 2027 should tell them it doesn't work that way. It will not work. It will never work. Except the person want to die put. This one is not issue of you kill many Nigerians or you kill your people. Except the person want to die and join, including the family. Are you going to manufacture votes from the grave or from the those that have relocated from the state, or those that into voter party that doesn't want to come out? Or you are going to make choices for those who doesn't want to go in line of reason or thoughts? You can put it. It's high time we begin to do civic education for our people to know. I have said this several times. I want to use the opportunity to call the Secretary General of the Federation, or possibly the forum called Governors Forum. Let them organize workshop for these leaders or subnationals of the states. Those people we call governors, those excellencies, executive governors. Let them organize workshop on their pros and the cons, what they need, how to project themselves in the public, how to present themselves in the public, and not to begin to act like an emperor. Just because you have given opportunity, you begin to act like your state is a conquered area. It is a mandate given in trust, not for you to determine the life of a citizen or how they must live their life. They should be doing routine workshop, train themselves, constitutional needs, how to engage the public. Until we do these things and do politics that is based on merit and not sentiment, we still have a long way to go. That is my view. Please like, share, subscribe and comment. Together, we will succeed and rescue our nation from the hands of these cankerworms and caterpillars that are leading us today. Just to hold tight to government, there's no limit to what they can do with the issue of hatred they preach everywhere, creating tribalism, ethnicity, just not to allow citizens to unite, to ask questions that is based on accountability, questions that are based on rule of law. And as our constitution review going on, please let us see how we can reform our electoral system, strengthen our institutions, engage our youths and women, even those with special needs. They can do it, yes. That is the way forward.